Wow, look at that. It's beyond my imagination. Today, we will delve deep into the earth, soar high in the sky, and touch the deepest seas to explore the most fascinating secrets of nature. The essence of nature always contains deep secret. Scientists work tirelessly every day to decipher these mysteries. But have you ever wondered where the amazing phenomena we witness come from? These questions are not only a challenge for scientists, but what happens when we discover something that could change the way we see the world? Join us on today's adventure as we reveal the most intriguing mysteries of nature. And will you be the next to discover a new secret? Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to Bestnotes so you don't miss any updates from us. Over there, is that scientist testing the heat of the lava or what? It's not just a display of light and sound, but also a vivid lesson in geology. But you might wonder, where does all this flowing lava come from? Oh, it's not from someone's kitchen, that's for sure. It comes from deep within the earth and the mountain peaks, places where no refrigerator can help cool things down. Whenever this volcano is active, it produces 3 different types of eruption. The first type involves only lava being pushed out, creating the brilliant flows we see right now. That's the true, raw power of nature. But think about it. Can we learn something from the eruption of these volcanoes? And if you had the chance, would you dare to face this terrifying power to examine it up close? Run now. Look at that melting lava rock. It looks like a cake swallowing everything up. Don't touch it, it could hurt you. Stay safe and keep your distance. I am witnessing these giant waves that not only stir the soil, but also smash into the piers like an angry giant. The event of the sea's fury in Nam Pong, where towering walls of water make this coastline a stage for an incredibly majestic display. These waves not only remind us of the endless power of the ocean, but also leave us endlessly amazed. Who would have thought that on an ordinary day like this, we could witness a scene as if the world were breaking apart? In 2021, a terrible storm swept through here, winds over 100 miles per hour, turning this peaceful city into the epicenter of a natural cyclone. Oh, look at that. Run away now. The wave could swallow you. Curious and inquisitive crowd seems to be a bit complacent about their own safety. It's as if a mythical wave could rise at any moment and submerge an entire city. Let's take a look at some big waves at other locations. They are just as impressive. If you think waking up a teenager in the morning is a challenge, then look at these waves. They make it look like a joke. This is when nature decides to teach us a lesson in humility. What do you think about the power of nature? Are we really ready to face the challenges it presents? Leave your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any spectacular sights from Mother Nature. Take a look and see hundreds of ice fragments, sharp as glass, slowly drifting by, serving as a reminder of spectacular melting of Great Glacier, a letter from nature. Next up, I'm standing in front of Great Glacier, a shining star in the vast collection of the southern Patagonian ice field. Today, we are witnessing a spectacular display as a massive block of ice, like a gigantic natural gemstone, not only breaks away but also flips in the sun. This is what you call nature's tape being peeled off. As temperatures rise and shifting weather patterns begin to fill the record books, Great Glacier is showing its melt in no less dramatic fashion. In the summer here, you can see large ice blocks collapsing into gray lakes like giant rocks thrown into a small pond. At the right time of the year, these ice blocks create a water fireworks display as they crash down, sending waves tens of meters high. Imagine a party of ice blocks where each guest decides to jump into the lake to make a splash. Fortunately, no one is hurt, as we all maintain a safe distance. For good reason, you don't want to be near when an ice block decides to take a dive. Looking at these ice blocks, one can't help but wonder if we are receiving letters from nature, warning us about the changes we need to be aware of. Reflect and share your thought. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any performances from nature's icy bar. Oh, how strange. Look at that tree crying. We are in the middle of an ancient forest exploring a bizarre natural phenomenon, almost mysterious, water flowing from a tree. Yes, your eyes aren't deceiving you. What you see is real. These small sparkling streams are not coming from the ground, but directly from the tree itself. Look, what are those two men doing over there? Like a natural play, the trees have decided that not only animals need to drink water, trees want to join in on the fun too. Imagine trees becoming the forest's automatic refreshment machines, serving fresh water to anyone brave enough to uncover their secrets. The question arises, how can this happen? Scientists have explained that it could be due to capillary action in the trees, or some special mechanism we've never seen before. But think a bit further. Could this be the way nature wants to send a message? Maybe trees are also trying to talk to us. It looks like it's crying, ha ha. Probably not. Truly a bizarre and interesting natural phenomenon, isn't it? And now I want to ask you, if you had the chance to talk to a tree, what would you ask it? Oh look, what's that bubbling up from underground? That looks interesting. It looks like groundwater is coming up from underground. But what causes this breathtaking phenomenon? Deep beneath the surface, volcanic heat boils the water trapped in underground chambers, building pressure until the water is forced through narrow vents, creating the stunning eruptions we see. Old Faithful, the iconic geyser in Yellowstone National Park, is one of nature's most spectacular shows. Located in the heart of the park, this geyser has earned its name for its consistency and predictability, erupting roughly every 90 minutes. Imagine standing there, surrounded by the quiet beauty of Yellowstone, when suddenly Old Faithful shoots a towering column of boiling water and steam high into the air, sometimes reaching heights of 180 feet. The sheer power of this eruption, combined with the natural beauty of the surroundings, leaves onlookers in awe. While it may be predictable, each eruption feels like witnessing the raw, untamed power of the Earth itself. Watching Old Faithful is more than just a tourist attraction. It's a reminder of the dynamic forces constantly shaping our planet. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to witness such a powerful moment of nature up close? Don't leave the screen. Stay tuned for more unforgettable moments of nature with us. Be sure to follow the Bestnotes channel. Oh, look at that. Cars are being chased by the sandstorm, as if they're reluctant racers in a desert rally. Let's begin our dusty journey to Indonesia, where Mount Merapi in West Sumatra just left an unforgettable impression. Visibility has shrunk down in an instant, like wearing foggy glasses on a misty morning. A gigantic column of ash and sand suddenly erupts into the sky, shooting up to 16,000 feet, like nature's massive smoke machine suddenly turned on. Tiny, yet powerful grains of sand blanket the entire scene, making you feel like you're standing in the middle of a high-budget action movie, where everyone's rushing to find shelter. If you ever thought you could outrun a sandstorm, think again. Cars are caught in a fierce battle between wind and sand, as if they've been unwillingly cast in a play they never signed up for. The cars are no longer just vehicles. They've become the main characters in a thrilling chase with the sandstorm, like something straight out of an action movie. The storm rushes in from behind, carrying waves of sand as if an invisible monster is hunting them down. Each car speeds away in vain, engulfed by a sea of swirling sand, with visibility reduced to almost nothing. The wind howls, pushing the cars along the waves of chaotic sand, as if they're part of a race where survival is the only finish line. Every time a gust of wind sweeps through, the cars are momentarily lifted, before crashing back down onto the ground. Dry leaves caught in the storm. The faint headlights flicker through the storm, but they can't pierce the thick wall of dust, creating a scene of utter chaos and suspense. Watching this, it's impossible not to think of a Hollywood action scene, where every turn of the wheel, every swerve, might determine the fate of the characters. The flood is truly terrifying, like wild horses trying to break free, untamed and uncontrollable. Oh, look at that. An entire house is being swept away like a paper ball. Everything in the flood's path is being wiped out. Dear God, please bless the poor people trying to withstand this overwhelming force. Oh my, that guy is hopping across the floodwaters as if he's playing hopscotch. But be careful. Don't let the current sweep you away. This is no game. Run now. Flood is showing us its strength, and nothing can stop it. The heavy rain lasted through the night, turning a once peaceful town into a sea of water. Thailand is now submerged under a flood reaching up to 1 meter, with stores and restaurants completely covered by dark, murky water, making all business activity impossible. Cars are no longer vehicles, but toys for the flood, floating like planks of wood in the current. Their owners can only stand by, helplessly, watching as their cars are carried away aimlessly. Look over there. The bridge is being swept away by the raging floodwaters. It's almost ironic. Once a lifeline to cross the river, now it's being carried off by the very force it was built to resist. The rescue worker can only stand and watch helplessly, his eyes following the bridge as it disappears into the chaos. The sheer power of the flood is overwhelming, leaving no room for intervention. Oh, look at that. Run now. It's terrifying. It can sweep everything away. Right now, in the northern mountainous region of Argentina, a massive landslide has occurred, sweeping away everything in its path, from trees and houses to a massive lumber factory. Look at it, the flow of mud and debris pouring down from above like an unstoppable monster, swallowing the lumber factory as if it were just tiny toy blocks. An entire huge building has been submerged in a torrent of mud, with power poles and rooftops being swept away in an instant. The mudslide isn't just a flow of water, it's carrying tons of earth and rocks, creating a terrifying force that destroys everything in its path. See that house being swept away? From the roof to the foundation, everything vanishes in the chaotic flow. Nothing can stop this devastating power. It's a scene no one ever wants to witness, as the peace of an entire region is wiped out in mere minutes. In this area, local authorities have warned of landslide risks due to days of heavy rain. But no one could have predicted that the disaster would strike with such terrifying power. This landslide not only destroys infrastructure, but also threatens the lives of hundreds of people living nearby. Roads have now become fast-flowing rivers of mud, and all transportation has come to a standstill. Rescue teams are desperately trying to reach the area, but moving through these conditions is nearly impossible. We are witnessing an unstoppable wrath of Mother Nature, submerging a vast region in a sea of mud and debris. This is a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the devastation that nature can bring at any moment. Top 1. We are witnessing one of the most astonishing natural phenomena, the eruption of Mount Krakatoa. This scene feels like a grand Hollywood action movie, but this time, there's no script. Only the raw power of Mother Nature taking center stage. From afar, you can see molten lava flowing, glowing red like fiery dragons slithering down the mountainside, lighting up the night sky. If anyone thought fireworks were the pinnacle of brilliance, think again. Krakatoa's eruption makes fireworks look like child's play. Watching the lava streams flow down, you can't help but compare it to a river of fire, relentlessly devouring everything in its path. Rocks and earth melt away like butter on a blazing grill, while the ground trembles beneath, making one exclaim, "Is this truly the fury of nature?" It's both mesmerizing and terrifying, like standing near an overboiling pot of soup, but instead of a gentle simmer, this one is spewing out roaring jets of fire, unstoppable. The rumbling sound of the lava cascading down resembles the distant beat of war drums, heightening the tension in the air. And don't think you can outrun the lava. It may not be as fast as a storm, but if you stand too close, you'll feel the unbearable heat that can melt anything in its path. But what makes Krakatoa so extraordinary? It's the unpredictable force, each eruption bringing with it a sense of suspense, leaving you wondering just how much more energy this volcano has stored up. Are we witnessing the peak of its fury, or is this just the warm-up for something even bigger? Watch closely, because with nature, you never know what's coming next. Nature is always a grand book, filled with mysteries and chapters that make us shiver. From earthquakes that shake the ground, molten lava streams swallowing everything in their path, to storms and floods that engulf entire cities. Every moment when nature unleashes its fury leaves us in awe, reminding us that no matter how advanced humanity becomes, we are still small in the face of the overwhelming power of Mother Nature. But it is this very danger that creates the strange beauty of nature, a beauty that is both perilous and mesmerizing. We are not just accidental spectators, but witnesses to history, to the ever-changing and shifting face of the earth. If you want to continue exploring these magnificent mysteries, to witness firsthand the incredible natural phenomena and learn how we can better respond to such natural disasters, don't forget to follow Bestnotes. We'll bring you moments filled with tension, excitement, and endless fascination. Join us on this journey to uncover the awe-inspiring moments of nature that you definitely won't want to miss.